Hi guys, Righteous Raymond here, back again with another powerful dose of truth for the day. Today's video is about how to keep your heart out of the Heartbreak Hotel. The Heartbreak Hotel that Elvis sang about, I think Whitney Houston sang about, Heartbreak Hotel. I'm not talking about your physical beating heart, okay? I'm talking about your soul, the part of you that falls in love, that connects with people, that's intimate with people, okay? Protect your heart. So I have some props here. This is my pantyhose bag, okay? My pantyhose or my stocking bag, okay? Most stockings are made out of nylon, a material called nylon, okay? Nylon is very thin, translucent material. You can see my face through 2 layers, okay? And we wear pantyhose when we're dressing up sometimes. And pantyhose are very sensitive. That's why I put them in a silky type bag. You know what I would never do? I would never let this hard round brush get anywhere near my pantyhose. I would never let these touch. If I do, guess what's going to happen? Or even this right here. I would never let a nail filer, even a nail filer, get near my pantyhose. You know why? Because these are so fragile that they will snag. It's a thing we call run in the country. At least in the country, we say, I got a run in my stockings. I got a run in my stockings. And once a run starts in your stockings, it's over. Your stockings are ruined. It's a matter of time before the tear will begin to spread up. You'll see the little tear spreading up the pantyhose, down the pantyhose. And, you know, if you're at church or at an event, you can get some clear nail polish and try to dab it for a minute, and it may hold it. But eventually, it's going to run up the stocking, because when you get in there, it's going to expand and it's going to be ruined. But the way to prevent that is to prevent snags. If you got nails with snags on your fingernails, be careful with your nylons. That's the same energy I want you to have towards your heart, okay? Keep your heart protected. Keep your heart soft. So I have another little prop here. This is actually a brain. It's a stress ball brain. But imagine that this is your heart. Imagine this is your heart. And you know it's sensitive. You know it's fragile. You know that this thing's keeping you alive. And you don't just put this in anybody's hand. Now, stress ball you will, but let's say this is your heart. You would not put your heart in anybody's hands, okay? Your heart is best protected where? In your chest, behind a whole rib cage, okay? It's so sensitive. It's behind a sternum and a rib cage. That way, if you get in a car accident, it'll have to break your bones before it can get to your heart, because you really need your heart, okay? You really need your heart, guys, okay? And so you really need it to live. And so what happens is, we get our heart broken. We put our heart in Heartbreak Hotel. We put our heart in anybody's hands. We put our heart in these hands. This thing is just hitting it and snagging it and tearing and ripping it. And we're fouling it down and just ruining it. And then you look at your heart and you're like, my heart's broken. My heart's broken. How did your heart get broken? Because you placed it in Heartbreak Hotel, okay? Now, sometimes we are caught by surprise. I have been caught by surprise. My family, my friends, church members, we have been caught by celebrities. Every once in a while, male or female, you can get with a person and they can present themselves as a very safe, trustworthy person, especially people who are like your counselor, you're a therapist. They can present as if they're very safe, emotionally safe people. Your pastor, presenting as a very safe, emotionally safe person. Your parents, okay, your husband, your wife, people who should be safe people because of their title, their relationship to you and to the community, can be pretending, and they can pretend they're very soft, like this silk bag right here. This silk bag would never hurt anybody, okay? But really, they're as rough as this boar bristle, rough round brush, or this nail filer. They're just as rough, okay? And they squeeze, they try to tear you and rip you and bite on you. You know how dogs and babies love bite on this type of stuff. They will rip you to shreds. Like my nylon stockings. It's so important that you keep your heart safe, because guess what, guys? After you tear your heart to pieces, it's kind of hard to put it back together again. Now, God can put hearts back together again. You know, some really good counseling. But it's best to keep stuff in its original form, like kidneys. People who damage their kidneys, they can get on dialysis, okay? But it's nothing like having the original kidneys. You can get a transplant. You got to take anti-rejection medication for the rest of your life. It's nothing like having your original kidneys, okay? Your original heart, your original brain, your original lungs, your original skin, your original eyes, your original teeth. Life is always better with your original pieces, okay? And you're not talking about physical hearts, but even just your soul, your pure soul you had since you was a little boy, a little girl, and you're dating all these random people that's breaking your heart, playing with your emotions, playing with your mind, playing against you, manipulating you, narcissistically, treating you. You have to be really careful about who you give your heart to. So I want you to start to watch people, okay? I want you to start studying people. Before you keep your heart in your chest, okay? Keep your heart in your chest, okay? And I want you to say to yourself, who was going to handle my heart as safely as I am? Who was going to handle my heart as safely as I am? Look around. You can't just do it right away. You got to wait. You can't just do it immediately. Oh, he wants my heart. Let me give it to him. Oh, this guy at the club wants my heart. Let me give it to him. Oh, this guy at church said the pastor prophesied to him that I was going to be his wife. Happens all the time. I'm going to give my heart to him. No. Sit back. We're not in a hurry. Just sit back and chill. Just keep your heart right here, behind your rib cage, behind your sternum, and just wait. And just look. Give him a month. Give him a year. And just watch him. Watch how they handle other people's hearts. Watch how they treat the waitress or the server. Watch how they treat their mom. Watch how they treat their friend. Watch how they treat their children. Watch how they treat their dog. Okay, watch how they treat people who don't have homes, okay, on the streets. Watch how they treat people who vote differently from them. Watch how they treat people who worship differently from them. Watch how they treat people. And keep your heart right here and just watch them. And once you observe them in enough context with enough people that's not like them, is different from them, that's more sensitive than them, people who are more sensitive than you, like children and babies, then you say, okay, even then, still hold on to your heart, still hold on. Release a little bit by little bit, by little bit, by little bit. Okay. And if you see any sense of foolishness, snatch their heart right back. Snatch their heart right back. They can be playing with you for 5 years. Snatch their heart right back. Always keep their heart in your chest, because guess what? You need your heart to live. You can't live without a heart, okay? Same if it was your brain. This is actually a brain right here. If it was your brain, you wouldn't let people play with your brain, because you need your brain to go to work, to make money, to keep your lights on, have a roof over your head, don't you? Use your brain to raise your kids, okay? To start your business, to do ministry. So don't let anybody play with your heart or your mind, because you need these. You need these to go through life. You got to go. You're going to be 90 years old, hopefully. You can't go through life with a broken heart and a broken mind and think you're going to live a good life. You can't go through life with a broken heart and a broken mind and think you're going to have a beautiful life. You need your heart protected, because you can't have a beautiful life. You can't be a great parent. You can't be a great spouse, a great minister, a great counselor, if your heart is in shreds. Again, if I turn your circles up, they're ruined. Now, some of you all, you roughnecks, you hard, you roughneck, you're a pair of jeans, you rough. I can do this with my jeans all day long. It'll never leave a mark. It'll be totally fine. And if it do, it'll be a little cool little look to it, finish to it. These jeans are very tough, very tough jeans. I can do that all day, and they'll just be cuter. They'll be a cute little worn look to them, okay? But guess what? Your heart ain't jeans. Your heart ain't jeans. Your heart ain't denim, okay? Your heart is nylon stocking pantyhose. This is your heart material, okay? That's why you see some people out there who are just, they're like, you meet a guy, he's like a really nice guy, and you see him start turning and being all rough, because he probably had his heart broken as a child. His mama might have broke his heart. Might have got his heart broken in foster care, childhood, bullied in school, a rejection from a parent. Parent had favoritism with one sibling over the other. His heart was broken. So now he handles everybody else's heart with rough hands. But I want y'all to remember, don't give nobody your soft, sensitive heart or brain with rough hands. Everybody you give your heart to, you must say, let me see your hands. Nah, you got calluses. Nah, you got your hands all frayed and messed up. Go get you a paraffin wax. Go get your manicure. Buff your hands. That okay? Get you a little pumice stone, okay? Get them hands soft and cut them nails down. Get them snails out your nails, okay? Then when you inspect their hands, then you say, you seem safe enough to hold my heart, okay? You seem safe enough to hold my heart. Don't put your heart and your mind in everybody's hands. Keep them in your head and behind your skull, behind your sternum, behind your rib cage, and only let them out with safe people. My book on Amazon, guys. Bye.